この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for what should be the penultimate episode or reaction to Mushishi. We're on Zoku Show. We're going to watch episodes 8 and 9 today, or 18 and 19. And then next week will be episode 10 or 20, which is a double length. So that should square us up. And unless I'm missing any of the OVAs or anything, I think that is all of the Mushishi that is animated in the entire world, which is kind of sad, but it's been a wonderful journey so far, and we've got a couple more steps in that journey, so let's go ahead and get on through them. Last week, we had one episode where we had a missing mirror girl who was stuck in a weird gray mirror universe, and all of her family was really sad about it, and she had totally forgotten it until Ginkgo pops into that world and is like, "Hey, girl, you need to remember that you have a family," and she was like, "Okay." And she remembered, and then she got to come home, and that was really cool. And then we had a really pretty scene with weird sparkle starlight Mushi coming out of a little tube in a well, which was quite cute and quite cool. Fun episode. And then we had a not so fun episode where we met a very sweet water boy who was very, very lovable and had a kind of a sad life, but he loved his life and everything was okay. And then Ginkgo showed up and was like, "Hey, you want him to have a normal life where he can hang out with normal kids and be normal, so let's do a thing that will fix him." And we gave him some medicine and was like, "All right, this is good, this is great, this is gonna work real good." And he started to have a normal life and started to experience the world as most people do, and get to have friends and go fishing with his friends and not be weird and cold and clammy all the time. And then we decided to go one step further and let him be outside during a giant flash flood, which hopefully would relieve him of the water mushi that was making up a part of him and had been imbued in him at birth. And that worked really well until it really didn't, and he puffed into a cloud of mist in the most shocking scene that we've had at the end of a Mushishi episode, period, full stop, flat. And he's just gone now, and it all fucking didn't work. Yeah, super super sad. I know I'm laughing about it, but I'm laughing because it's like nervous laughter, like, what the fuck? Really, really sad episode. Had some discussions about this with some people in the Discord and in comments. And one person commented that they think that it's an analogy for some kind of corrective surgery that's very risky and has a chance of giving him a semblance of normalcy, but in this case doesn't work, and he's just gone. And it was really fucking sad. And I think that's all I have to say about it, is that it was a really well executed story where it made a very endearing set of characters and then poof, took one of them away. That's how life be sometimes, and that sucks, but that's life. Okay, so we are on to episode 18 of Mushishi Zoku Show, and it is titled Lightning's End, and I don't know what that's all about. It's, I guess there's going to be lightning, or a place near where lightning goes, or, I mean, technically lightning goes up from the ground to the sky, so maybe Lightning's End is up in the sky. I don't know, but let's go ahead and get on into it and see what it's all about. So, I've got episode 18 of Mushishi Zoku Show sitting at 0 seconds and ready to go. There will be two versions of this reaction video, picture-in-picture version in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down. Let's go. And I will mention that once Mushishi ends, there will be a poll up on the Patreon to decide on a new show. I'm still not sure what I want to do with this slot. It's been sort of the vibes show of our weekly schedule thing for a while, but now we've got Non Biyori on Sundays, and that's kind of a vibes show, so I don't know if I want to like create something with some overlap on that or what I want to do, but I'll decide by a couple weeks from now, and we'll have something going. So keep your ears tuned for when I tell you about that next week. Cool. Let's watch Zoku Show 18. Beep beep timer. Chills every time. All right, thunderclouds, thunderheads, and lightning. Hello. Hmm. Hmm. That's dope. That same pinkness in his eye. That is a very tall tree. I wonder if that tree is already thunderstruck. You've been. Oh, that's the same tree pre-thunder. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. What the fuck? Uh. What the fuck, Okasan? What the actual fuck? That's not okay. God, we've had so many episodes of mother relationship with child being weird. Thunder Tree. They got hit by lightning. Hmm. Is this the same mother? I think so. Hmm. What do you mean other effectors? What up? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, weird. There are these scorch marks that look like there was a child tied here. Weird. Yeah, we tied our son to the tree just for fun. Oh, they both know. Hey, kiddo. Hi, Reki. Does he have the... Whoa. Zip zap. Uh-huh. The first time? Why was he out under that tree? Oh. Why was he out under that tree? Yeah. I think we were trying to kill him, right? Huh. Has nothing to do with us tying him to a giant tree? Oh, dope. That's cool. Oh. And they often hide in big trees. Okay. Oh, a belly button. Because it's like a hole in a tree. That makes sense. That makes sense. Huh. Right, because it noms it. It eats it up. We just have that? Oh, okay. A normal thing to keep. Uh-huh. I like it. Yeah. This mom is fucked up, dude. This whole family gives me spooky fucking vibes. I think we're gonna have a talk. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, I see that. Embroidery? Kimono. Birds flying high. She had a weird relationship with her own mother. Oh. Oh, did not want his kid. Fading further away. Arranged marriage is set. So we get a layered tragedy. Is she trying to kill herself now? This is in the past, I assume. Whoa. Whoa. Problem solved. We did it. What the fuck? I love that he's got spiky hair. No. Fuck you. I'm leaving. You fucking tied me to this tree. You think I don't remember that shit? I am become lightning. Judgment will be brought upon you. Damn, the fucking hair movement. Oh my god. Therapy. Therapy. Get it. Get lots of it. Holy shit. Cool. Craving them. Hmm. Yeah, because they both fucking know. Mm-hmm. Can't predict when my parents will kill me either. Uh-huh. Almost hoping for it. Yeah, that's a great way to fucking grow up. Oh, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what to, I don't know, man. Sure you were. No, he loves it, dude. That's all he's got. You gave him to the lightning. He's not yours anymore. I mean, yeah. If you want to reconcile it that way and believe it that way, she fully recognizes that she is fucked up. Therapy. I understand that this is fucking medieval Japan. It doesn't really exist, but goddamn. Absolutely heartbreaking. He just loves the lightning. Yeah, I know, lightning strikes. I getcha. They're coming. It's blowing in. It's coming. Oh, they really make the feel of a storm approaching. I don't know how you do that with just these chirping birds and stuff. Or I guess those might be insects. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. So he's isolating his own pain from everyone else. My son is a good boy? Nani? Bingo. We. I don't want to. I feel like she has to be struck by lightning, like thematically. I don't know why, but that's the feeling that I get. Not as like punishment or anything like that. It's just it's what comes to my mind thematically. The umbrellas add to it. Lol, no. So, you want that shit. Don't lie. Whatever you do, don't lie. But is it true? It's not true. She's gonna hug him. They're going to both get struck by lightning. Whoa! That's some deep-rooted self-hatred. Oh, no, you don't get that. Nope. Get the fuck off me. Whoa. Oh, fudge. Oh, he lives. Yay. Oh, I guess it's fed enough. Whoa. Bye. That's a cool mushi. It's like a little flower lightning dragon. It's dope as hell. Bye, friend. Well, now all his purpose in life is gone. Thank God. Good. Sometimes adoption is an option. Ah, the umbilical cord. He stole it? He stole it. Whoa. Because he wanted it. Oh boy, there's some deep psychology here that I'm not skilled enough to unpack. Ah. Yeah, I feel really shitty about the way that I'm going to have to treat the discussion on this one because I'm not going to be able to do what I need to do on this one. There's just no way. It's too close to home, to put it mildly. Mud grass. You got that good mud grass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I said it as we were fading out into the ED, but I'm gonna I'm not gonna be able to discuss this in great depth. Part of the reason for that is that it's too close to home and too close to things that I still haven't processed about my own childhood. I'll reveal some of those. My mother and I never had a good relationship, and she was always a person who had a very difficult time expressing love, and had a very difficult time with our relationship. And did seek out counseling and therapy for that, and it didn't help much. So there's a lot of stuff in my history that makes it very difficult for me to relate to this character of this mother. Um, in the weird way that it's very difficult for me to understand and relate to my own mother and why she is the way that she is and why she treated me the way that she did. And so trying, like, this is important and it's going to be something that I end up thinking about, but I don't feel like it's something that I can really unpack on fucking camera, and talk about, like, my own childhood, because the two are a little bit too close to each other for me to remain comfortable and, like, okay. So I apologize for that, but I'm not going to be able to super unpack this character. That being said, this is a real phenomenon that really happens. And I think that there's an expectation in our society and in humanity in general, that is generally true, which is that when a mother gives birth, there is a bond forged over the 9 months of pregnancy and then the infancy of the child, and that bond is something everlasting and powerful and unique. And it sometimes just doesn't happen because of the nature of the mother, or because of some other level of trauma. In this case, that seems to be induced by the fact that this is an arranged marriage to someone that she does not love, when she has another love that she would rather marry, because we're told that explicitly, right? But that's a simple explanation for a more complicated problem. The expectation, I think, biologically, physiologically, and societally, is that regardless of that, when you have a child, a bond is forged there, and regardless of your presuppositions, that child is an innocent being deserving of love, and you forge that bond regardless and become a mother to them. It's part and parcel to what we consider motherhood. And so what we see in this episode is someone who is like, it's not it's tough. It's, again, this is tough for me to relate to, because it's deeply unfair to the child, and again rings true to a lot of the unfairness that I experienced as a child. But it is clear to us as we watch this episode that it's not a conscious choice that this mother is making to not feel maternal. It is an outside effect, you might say, an unforeseen and impossible circumstance that she cannot get over, despite Ginkgo's efforts, despite going out there, despite being told the exact words to say. They choke in her mouth as she tries to say them, and they don't come out. And so there's some level of compassion in the episode for this character who is unable to demonstrate that love that this child deserves. Because, again, the child is an innocent individual who deserves love, and does not deserve to be tied to a fucking tree so that he is struck by lightning and dies so that she can get away from her own pain. That's not all right. Super obviously, we all get that that's not okay. Damn, dude. Fucking damn. Wow. Massive props to Mushishi for making an episode with characters that are blatantly real and a really terrifying circumstance. Super different from the we've gotten multiple mother-child relationships in this last season, and it's fucking rough to watch, honestly. And also father-child. You know, we had the girl with the telepathic powers, and her relationship with her father was a side element of that story. And then just last episode, we had the Azure Waters boy and his relationship with his mother, who loved him so much that she was able, like, to try to give him everything, and it failed. And then we have this character who cannot relate to her child, and this child who becomes, who goes down a really interesting path psychologically because of that. It's amazing how they write out the character of Reki and how he becomes so jaded to what's going on and so, like, okay with death while trying to keep other people from feeling pain. That shit I can relate to. That shit is deeply relatable. There was another moment that I found really powerful, which was when the mother looks at Ginkgo and tells him why she thinks Reiki is doing what he's doing, and thinks that it's to punish her. And it's a very, it strikes me as a very selfish perspective, and one that I can relate to because it's something that my mother thought that I was doing when I was growing up. She thought that a lot of my behavior was specifically to punish her, and, like, a retaliatory result of the way that she treated me, and that wasn't ever true. It was always my attempts to find something worth living for outside of her. Some really close to home shit there. But that idea of this person is hurting themselves to punish me specifically is nuts. It's crazy. It doesn't work that way, I don't think. It may in some circumstances, but it didn't for me, and it doesn't for Reiki. He's seeking out the one thing that gives him a weird joy, like, maybe not a joy, but like a passion, a feeling, a something, and it's the lightning. It's something that's you could make analogies to many things in this world that bring pleasure or joy or passion, but also bring pain or have a dark side to them. And the idea that kids that don't get a lot of love from their parents go and seek those things out is pretty solidly backed up by statistics and science and stuff. So that makes some sense. This is a really fucking well-written episode, and it's a really rough episode, and I feel, I said it before, but I feel bad that I'm not able to unpack this because of how close to me it is. It makes some things rough. The one truly redeeming element of the episode is that eventually the boy is sent off to live with some relatives who perhaps can treat him with like some level of love and respect, and we see him waving and smiling at the end, and looking out at the storm clouds and having grown from all of this and getting away from the mother that legit wants to kill herself and him, which is a lot. That's a lot. The actual story present in this episode is really like deeply unsettling and shocking. Again, because of this expectation that mothers will be a certain way, and that expectation is not necessarily true, and the episode does a really good job of expressing to some extent how that could happen, and also showing characters where that is happening. I think that the mother character is a perfectly written archetypal mother who doesn't understand how to mother or physically can't, has not forged that emotional bond with her child and cannot. And I don't know enough to know what you do about that. My answer to that when I was younger was to escape as much as possible. And I don't know how to solve the problem in my own life, and I don't know how you would solve it for Reki. I don't know if it's a problem that can be solved. And the thing that happens to him where he goes off and lives somewhere else is basically the thing that happened to me. I left as soon as I fucking could, and I stayed the fuck away as long as I could. And I'm still staying away because it's dangerous to have a relationship like that. It's not good. It's toxic. It's bad. And that's the opposite of what a relationship between a parent and child should be. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. And that's fucking rough, buddy. It sucks. It sucks. Damn. Damn, man. Um, these scenes of, clearly I have never been struck by lightning or tied to a tree. My own mother never went anywhere near trying to kill me in order to relieve herself of the guilt of not being able to be a mother to me, and I will admit that she tried. But unpacking the like what the feeling as a child is that your mother should not have to try, right? Like they should love you, and like it should be reciprocal, but it's not. I ain't never seen nothing like this. This is some horror movie shit, and it's absolutely terrifying and like bone-shatteringly awful. This scene of her hands over her ears and him out there in the rain crying and yelling for his mom, and her not coming because she's the one who tied him out here. Really fucking rough. I will also mention that the dynamics that an outsider sees when they come into that home, when Ginkgo enters this home, and we see these little looks between the characters as he asks pointed questions that are a little bit too close to on the money and like revealing what's going on, are so deeply relatable to a family that is trying to hide the way that they act when they're all alone versus the way that they act when there's company there. so utterly and deeply relatable that it's actually genuinely scary to me. Um, I don't know who wrote this episode. Obviously, this is an episode from the manga, unless it's not, unless it's anime original, but I assume that it's an episode from the manga. I don't know where they got the ideas here, and I don't know where like how they understand these things. I can only imagine that they or someone close to them has been through some of the elements that are present here, because this isn't the kind of thing that just like emerges from someone's mind. This is some real shit. And I think that's true for too many of the stories of Mushishi for one person to have had all of these experiences in a way that makes them real enough to put them on paper and then on screen in this way. So I don't really know how to wrap my head around how interesting and awful the life of Mushishi's author must be. But hot damn, this one feels too real. Seriously and severely too real for me. Ah. Wow. Okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to okay, I'll put it this way. I have an urge to just compartmentalize this and throw it into the back of my mind and lock it away and never think about it again. And I'm trying not to do that because I do want to talk about some of the elements here. But it's also this is solidly painful, and it is bringing up things that I've sort of dealt with and not super processed in a way that I don't want to process them right now. I'm all right. I'm chilling. I'm working on having my life be okay as is, not going back and sifting through the pain and trauma of my childhood. While that's an important thing to do, it can also get in the way of doing the things that you need to do to continue surviving and continue being, and that's sort of what I'm focused on right now. And I know that that's classic compartmentalizing and classic repression behavior, and that's totally okay with me for right now. I got shit to do, so I'm gonna call that the discussion for this episode. I'm gonna take a nice little break, drink some tea, use the bathroom, and be back in a minute or two to watch episode 19 of Mushishi Zoku Show. Thanks for watching this discussion. This one's fucking rough. This is a hard episode. I hope that just by expressing some of the things that I have expressed, maybe I've shone some light on the way that this episode functions for people who might not have similar experiences, and God bless you for not having them. You were lucky, and I harbor absolutely no resentment towards you. Maybe a little bit of jealousy, but nothing more than that. And I think that from the outside looking at this episode, it might be hard to fathom how things like this can happen, or that things like this can happen. And it might be something where you watch this episode and you're like, that's fucking crazy. But if you recognize that the reason you find it crazy is because, one, you haven't experienced it, and two, because there's this expectation around the relationship between a parent and child, where we see abusive relationships in media, but almost never do we get this level of the inability of a person to do the thing that they feel like they are supposed to do while they know that they are supposed to act a certain way, and their desperate struggle to figure out a way to escape that. Makes it an absolutely heartbreaking episode, and moreover, I just want to express that there's a lot of reality put into this episode in a way that personally makes me feel deeply uncomfortable, because it's way too close to things that I don't want to experience again, and so I've just experienced them again for like 20 minutes. But also that for those who haven't experienced them, this is a real thing that's really concerning. And if you ever end up in a relationship with someone who seems to be acting anyway, sort of kind of a little bit like this toward your child, finding a way to get that child out of that circumstance is probably the best move that you can possibly make. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be a wrap. This has been episode 8. I'm going to take a break, head on off, and take a break. I'll see you in a minute for episode 9, Mudgrass. Yay. See you there. Peace. All right, welcome back. Took a little break, took a little rest, and we're back for episode 19 of Zoku Show, the last normal length episode of the series, and hopefully a less traumatic episode, personally, than the last one. Let's get straight into it and see what we've got next for Mudgrass. Beep beep timer. Ooh, haven't gotten that in a while. Will we get Shiver for a last time? Cool. Yeah, we will. Okay. Very cool. Oh. Oh god, it's the lightning struck tree again. We're just back. We're back in it. No. Who's Yuri and why is she missing? This feels super familiar. She fell? Whoa, what? Whoa. What? Poof. Clothing left behind. What the heck? No, what's everybody? Is everybody coming to meet Ginkgo? Oh. Not for this. Those are plant buds, dude. Whoa. Some superstitions. And seemingly some legit ones. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Seems like a reasonable belief when their bodies fucking full disappear. Okay. Sounds exactly like what's happening, so that seems reasonable. Oh. Kurosu. Drink this goop. No, he's got to put it on it. Yeah. Oh, it's instant. Pop. Dumo. Whoa. Doing good. Ginkgo, Ginkgo. Oh, there they are. Follow the path. Mudgrass. Creepy. Super creepy. Can you see them? Oh. Sprinkle some salt. Sprinkle some Oh, fuck. It's way worse. You're the start. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Salt? Hundo%. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Uh-huh. Okay, so that was 10 years ago. Hmm. Hmm. So hers had already been eaten. Or taken. Whoa. Never, you should never see the process. Oh, shit, we traumatized another child. No, don't touch it. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, God. Oh, kid. Oh, buddy. Oh, shit. Well, kid, you doomed your village. Cycle of life, I guess, kind of. So gross, though. Wash your hands. You touched a corpse. Oh. Hey. Oh. Ah, there you go. You're gonna fucking die. Hmm. I was thinking that, but the sun is, yeah. Did he kill him? Something crazy? Okay. Uh-huh. Nope, he's gonna die. Sorry. We should probably treat you, kid. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. His fault. Why? And so you slay him? And then you took the body. Holy shit. Uh-huh. Must have fallen weird. Oh. Haunted. Yep. Cool. Happy Halloween, everybody. So sorry. So part of the reason he went was to convince himself that the body was gone. Yeah. That he was really dead. And this is my... Yeah. Living on in father's place, huh? Ooh, I like this. This is almost like Poe-esque creepiness. I love it. I dig it. Mountain behind him. So do we let the cycle of violence and the curse end here? You killed your brother! Sure, I'll listen. Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm. You can't get it off, huh? Oh, you know what I'm insinuating, boy. Uh-huh, it's not my place to ask. How would you cleanse yourself? By telling his son? Maybe. Oh yeah, just put it in the village's water source. Just wash in the river. Ow. I don't know if that's the kind of cleansing we need here, bud. Oh! Angle. Oh, what are you gonna do? Kill him too? Killed my daughter. Okay, could you stop walking toward me? Ugh. I won't. I won't. Bye. Oh my god, bye. Uh-oh. Hey, here, have some medicine. Whoa. So be it. So fucking be it. Oh, what a tense episode. Mystery, murder, grudges, spookiness. A forgiving child and an unforgiven and unforgivable uncle. Oh, it's good. It's a good story. It's a really good story. Tree of Eternity for our two-parter. Wow. I think this is one of my favorite Ginkgo moments, full stop, throughout the entire series. This moment where he looks at somebody having made their own decisions and just goes, well, I guess that's how you decided to play it, and walks off. Ooh, it's such a good character moment for Ginkgo, right? Because Ginkgo doesn't interfere, not really. Ginkgo will help people who want to be helped, but he's not going to interfere in the affairs of others, really. Damn. Goddamn. What a cool one. And a cool mystery from the outset. This missing daughter, missing child. The warts, the curse, the story of the curse, and the scenes of the mountain looming in the background, and the footsteps. And the curse is way worse on this guy for some reason. And we puzzle it out. And we use really interesting framing around him to put him off kilter and off center. And and make him a little bit creepy, but in a really interesting way. And we tell one version of the story, and then we tell the other version of the story. Why does it cling to you? And we just have Ginkgo's piercing eye looking at him, figuring it out. And then he fully approaches him about it. I have a theory. I'm not going to pursue this line of inquiry, but you need to cleanse yourself. You need to cleanse yourself. And he can't do it. He goes to the water side and thinks of it as a simple cleansing. A simple scrubbing will get rid of that scent of death. And of course it won't, right? Of course it can't, because that's not what it means, right? He's got this kid in front of him who is willing to forgive him. And he can't bring himself to admit what he did and ask for that forgiveness the way that his brother did, right? He turned, and in violence and in rage, he slew his brother, who was contrite and who was asking for forgiveness for something that happened as an accident. And then he gets the same chance with the brother's son, and I cannot do it. He lurches forward and seeks to add another one to the pile, right? Just to cover his ass, just to kill him, to get rid of this evidence. Not getting rid of the scent of death. I love this little moment where we have here, and we have shock. Where would you get a crazy idea like that? And we get this tilted sequence. Mushishi's really judicious with its use of Dutch angles, and this is a great situation to use a Dutch angle. It puts something into perspective, that this kid is way underneath him in terms of power and in terms of strength, even if he's debilitated by this thing, right? And then we have this moment immediately after. We have the dialogue between them. I overheard your conversation. I put two and two together, and we see the darkness in his eye. And he begins to get up and begins to move toward him. Did you tell anyone else? No, and I won't. I was told not to hate anyone. And he keeps lurching forward. I just want to understand. But he can't. He cannot reveal it. He cannot ask forgiveness. And he thinks that what he did was necessary and right and normal to have this sort of a blood feud. And of course, with that mindset, you think that the kid will come and kill you too, even if he won't, even if we as an audience pretty clearly see that he won't. His own guilt, his own fear, his own everything makes it impossible. And so he reaches out and he falls. And I thought for a second maybe there was this weird chance for some kind of a redemption here. No redemption for you. Not if you refuse to ask for forgiveness. And so down into the water you go, and down the river you go. And Ginkgo won't help you either. He gave you all the pieces you needed to make the choices you needed to make, and you decided not to make them. The world gives you ample opportunities to right your wrongs. But if you go against the balance, you're not allowed to continue. So be it. So be it. And he walks away. It's a perfect, fucking concise mystery, drama, murder story. I love it. I love it. I like it a lot. This is up there with my favorite episodes. It doesn't have some of the emotional intricacy of some other episodes, but it's got some depth of feeling and some depth of intrigue that's really majestic. This is a sick episode with some sick characters. Two very different definitions of sick there. Whew. I like this one a lot. I like this whole season a lot. With almost no exceptions, there have been maybe 2 episodes, I think, out of the whole season that haven't been tippity top tier Mushishi content. Almost every episode in this season has been an absolute home run knockout. And even some of the ones that I haven't liked, like episode 8, I didn't enjoy because it hurt, because it was too real, and that means that it was extremely good, right? Like, it's okay to not enjoy something because it causes some emotional turmoil in you, but I can still recognize that the fact that it was able to do that is pretty impressive. This has been a knockout season of Mushishi, and it's just amazing. It's really an incredible show. Well freaking done. Cool. With that, I am going to call it a day for Mushishi Zoku Show, and next week will be the last thing. It's the double length, and it will be I think Tree of Eternity, I think is what it was called. That's pretty cool. It's a cool title. Don't know what that'll be about. I guess we'll think about it, and I'll maybe talk about it next time. But next time we'll find out. As it stands, these have been two really fantastic episodes of Mushishi. Obviously, I've enjoyed this one more because it's a fun, mysterious, murdery story, and I like stories like that. Has a lot of like character being haunted by their own guilt in a really powerful way, and some very real stuff around revenge and rage and familial ties and things like that, as well as some interesting perspective on the stories of villagers and the reasons that we take old wives' tales, you might say, a little bit more seriously than just dismissing them. But then there was episode 8, and that one was rough and probably the better episode of the two, if I'm being honest. It's just too much for me, which is the way it goes sometimes. Cool. This has been Mushishi Soku Show 18 and 19. I hope you've enjoyed these as much as I have. I hope that there's some discussion that's fostered by both of these, because I'd be interested to see other people's perspectives, especially on episode 8. Again, because my own perspective is maybe limited by how close I am to it. But I'd love to see other people's perspectives on that, and I'd love to see you next week for the next episode. Hopefully I'll see you there. Peace.